We're looking at the practices of Jesus to try and learn how to live and truly be alive in Him. And Jesus had this practice of silence and solitude. And we see that in Matthew 13, verse 1, it says, that same day he went out of the house and went down and sat by the lake. And what we can take from that is that Jesus was busy inside the house. He had things to do. He had things that were happening. He was busy. But he recognized that he needed to get out of there. It says he got out of the house. He left the house. That's really good news for you and for me right now, where we're confined to our homes so much of the time, that Jesus modeled for us getting away from that. And he went down by the lake and he just sat. It says he just sat there. And what he was yearning for, what he was seeking, he found there in silence with the Heavenly Father and solitude. He just needed to be alone, where his heart and his mind and his soul could come to a place of catching up with his body and resting and spending time with his Father, understanding what it is that he expected and wanted from him. But we have this problem of being addicted to busy. And what I mean by that is, maybe you've noticed, but when your body and your heart and your mind are constantly going and busy, it's tough for us to stop. It's tough for us to come to a complete place of rest. In fact, you may have noticed, but one of our habits of busy is when we do have a break, when we do get a chance for rest, when we do have a pause or a moment in our day where we have to wait for something, we simply pull out our phones and start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling through our favorite social media, busying ourselves with the busyness of technology, of other people's lives. And yet we need the rest. And so Jesus knows this. He has modeled it for us. He is asking us to emulate his life, to practice life the way he practiced it, to take seriously the thought of our souls needing this rest, that our bodies also need to be caught up with where Jesus would lead us, that we would take a moment and we would get out of the house, we would walk down to the lake and simply sit. And maybe you don't have that lake that you can walk to, but to get outside and to find a spot where you can have silence and solitude with the Lord. My prayer for you is that at this time of craziness and chaos and busyness, is that we would learn to sit in silence and solitude, allowing our hearts and our minds and our souls to be at rest with the Lord, trusting fully